Hello, hello. I've seen a song I just heard. Old song called Time by a band called Stone. Brilliant. You had to really be in the sort of soul scene back in the 80s to know that probably. Some of you might know it, certainly if you remember it, actually. And there was a band out, similar band called the Jammers back then as well, in the 80s. A couple of great bands, but that song Time, I heard it on the radio. I'm telling you that the sun is gonna shine. I'm telling you it's time. Hello. Sorry, I'm too busy. Hello, Becky, Russell, Chloe, Chloe, twice. Oki, how are you all? Hello, Mags, get on board. Hello, Vivian. Been a few days. Good to see you. Good to see you back. Hope you're well. It's interesting, the little pictures you lot put up, actually. Vivian's got a picture of a young child there, who's obviously not her. Polly's got a dog, I think. Let's have a look at your picture. Tara's on board, who's got a picture of her. Becky's got her and her daughter, I imagine. Russell, I don't know what that is, Russ. Chloe, there's Chloe. Oki's him and his girlfriend. Vivian's a dog, Polly, that. Tara's herself. It's interesting what pictures you all choose, isn't it, to put up? I'm always a little suspicious. You know when... Oh, Andy has a picture of him. When, you know when you go and someone sends you a friend request, they haven't got any pictures at all. I'm always a little bit... Ooh, about that. I don't know. Oh, it's a flower, is it? Oh, my fucking hell, my eyes. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a flower. Right, Polly, I'll let you go. Andrew, Tom. Hello, Andrew. Hi from Body. Hey, we've got another Scott. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to our friends from north of the border. I love it when they come. Hello, Arthur. I'm assuming that's him playing golf. Grandad. Hello, Ozzy. That's him giving it that, isn't it? In the door, in the window. Steve Clark. That's Steve. Just talking about your pictures. It's interesting to know what pictures you use. I was saying I'm always a bit suspicious when I get friend requests by someone who doesn't have pictures of themselves. I think, why have you done that? Why have you not? I'd like to see a picture of you, please, before I commit myself to being your friend. I want to see what you look like. I'm not being, it's not I'm being aesthetically choosy. It's not that. No, my friends haven't got to look a certain way. I'd just like to see a picture of you. Because normally those friend requests are, hello, Laura, it's a picture of her, you see. Normally those friend requests, I've said before, are like 23-year-old like young ladies from often Eastern Europe, sometimes Southeast Asia. I'm a rainbow in memory of my little 4-year-old from the preschool where I work. Oh, that's nice. That's why, Alice. That's good of you. Explain, those of you who don't have your faces. I'd like to explain what your picture means. Actually, that'd be quite an interesting little game, wouldn't it? I think. Hello, Laura. Hello there. How are you, my love? You still in Malden? I know we've talked about this. You're back in Malden, I think, Laura, aren't you? I believe. He loved rainbows and... Oh, did he? That's lovely. Loved? Oh. Loved? Is that like loved? I'm a bit worried about that. Sad. If you mean loved as in past tense, that's sad. Your little 4-year-old. Hope not. Hope that's not what that means. Hope it's not what that means. But we all love rainbows and bubbles, don't we? I'm talking of rainbows. I tell you what. You know, people are a bit homophobic, right? Must be very confusing for them, mustn't it? This time, I was thinking. You know what I mean? Because it's got rainbows in all the windows, haven't you? So they must get very, very confused about the whole thing. Either they're thinking there's a massive growth of homosexuality, or, well, I don't know what the or is, or they actually know there's kids there, which is actually the truth, let's be honest. But, passed away. Oh, my God. Oh, Alison, that's very sad. Hello, Steve. Hello, Dawson. Very sad, Alison. Oh, don't say. Very sad. Let's say, Glenn. Hello, Glenn. Hello, mate. Alison, say something funny to make me less sad. Let's not be sad. Say something. Let's get us out of this. I'm in a sadness now. Let's say something. I'm very sorry, obviously, for that. I don't know the relationship. Maybe we'll talk about it later. I don't know, privately maybe. But sorry about that. But say something so I know you're happy again, Alison. Say something so I know you're happy. Will you? Please do that. Go on. So, Glenn, is that a picture of you there? Yeah, Chloe, all right. Wait, where is Wace? Oh, here she is. Oh, Wace. Hello, my love. You all right? Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Oh, look in a mirror. I don't have to. I can see myself here. That's fair enough. Very good, Alison. I like what you've done there. Now we're both laughing. We're back on. We're back. Brilliant. We're back on track. Fantastic. Wace, I came to Elton. Where were you? I came to Elton on Saturday. You weren't there. I went to a party. And you probably haven't heard the story, Wace, have you, of the party, the barbecue? Have you, Wace? I don't think I've told you. I'll tell you afterwards about what happened when I was in Elton, interestingly, on Saturday. When I came to that. Remember, I said I was there. Well, I went to the barbecue, I said, and I'll tell you the story later of what happened. Everyone else knows, so I won't be repeating it, but I'll tell you afterwards. Your telly switched off. What's that got to do with anything, Wace? Why are you telling me your telly switched off? I want to know why you're telling me that. It's funny you mention that, because I've got a story about me telly getting switched off later. You haven't what? What haven't you done? I don't know. You're losing me, Waste. What are you talking about? Right. What was I talking about? Your pictures. How many people have told me that? Well, you'll have, really, haven't you? Ozzy, are you still that fit looking? I mean, Ozzy, do you mind? Ozzy, I think you're 60 now, Ozzy. Am I right? I believe you are. And he's still a very fit man. What are you doing, Ozzy, to stay fit? You one of these guys who does like 300 press-ups on your knuckles every day? Oh, you're here because... Oh, thanks, Waste. That's very kind of you. Oh, thank you very much. I'm missing the football, because don't give me that, because I could be watching football. You know, I'm a football nut. There's football on tonight. I could be watching it, but no. I said, no, it's 7 o'clock. There's people waiting. Do you know what I mean? Football can wait. It's recorded. It can wait. I've got people to entertain. I say entertain. Talk to. You know. By the way, you lot, Lou... Oh, what's her name? I talked about this yesterday. Lou Boo Bang. Check her out on Instagram or TikTok, right? Lou Boo Bang. She's hilarious. I've been watching on TikTok. Honestly, I can't get enough of it. It's hilarious. I swear to you. I think it's Lou Boo Bang. L-O-U-B-O-U Bang, I think. Or Lou Bo Bang. I don't know who she is. I know nothing about her. I tried to sort of contact her. You're working up next week, are you, Colin? Oh, you'll love it up there, Oz. What are you building? Doing a bit of building work? Well, say hello to them up there, won't you, for me? Lovely people. Yeah. Yeah, Lou Bo Bang, very funny lady. I don't normally endorse other funny people. I say other funny people because, quite frankly, I don't want you laughing at people, you know, when you should be laughing at me. But just check her out. It's very funny lady. I'm trying to connect with her. I want to work with her because I don't know. She's right up my alley, as it were. You know, whereabouts? Whereabouts? Colin, you're not talking to me. Arse 8:15, mate. Yes, Steve. Yeah. I'm not watching Arsenal nowadays, mate. So I know we're on a bit of a roll, but you know, I passed your place. I passed the West Ham City of London Stadium today. It's a lovely place, to be fair. I know you lot moan about it, but the stadium and the surroundings are lovely, to be fair, aren't they? But you know, right, quiz time. Should we get on with that? I've made it particularly difficult today, right? Shit, I've just forgotten what I was. I'm an idiot. Foxes. Yeah, we're playing you lot, Tara, aren't we? Playing you lot. How do you spell Lubu? I think it's L-O-U. It's definitely L-O-U. Then I think it's B-O-U, then bang, I think. Okay? Or it might be L-O. It definitely starts L-O-U. Then it might be just Lou Bo Bang or Lou Boo. I think it's Lou Boo Bang. Hello, Louise. Hello, darling. How are you? How do we know each other, Louise? Do you know my daughters? Does your name come up the other day? Do you know you in Chelmsford? Do you know my daughters? Tell me. It's good outside, shy inside. I've been inside, Steve. I don't mind it. Oh, no, you're not close to the ground. I get that. Funny enough, last time I was there, last time I was at the West Ham, you were playing Leicester. You got done 3-1 a couple of seasons ago. Still work, mate. Yeah, chin-ups, dips, the whole lot. Yeah, he's an animal, Ozzy. He's an animal. Mate, I want to do that, Oz. Just bloody inspire me, will you? So I'm honestly, I'm 13 stone. I'm only 5'5". I'm 13 stone, mate. And I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I just can't. I can do actually pull-ups. I prefer chin-ups, actually, to push-ups. That's me. Of the ups, I prefer the old chin-ups. I think it's press-ups first. Sorry, chin-ups first, then press-ups, then sit-ups. Sit-ups, horrible, no, sit-ups. I just can't. Do you eat well as well, Oz? Do you eat well? Everyone else, pay attention to this, by the way. I'll tell you who's on board, who needs to lose a few. It's my old mate, Rav. Hello, Ian. Hello, buddy. How are you, mate? You all right? Big bones, yeah, that's what I tell him. Hello, Ian. Ian's been buying a house, mate. Hello, Rav. Hello, buddy. All right, I saw your face up there. How are you, Rav? Rav can be are you happy today, Rav? I know sometimes you're a very intense man. I'll tell you ever want to talk to Rav about something, Rav, if you've ever got something you want to talk to and have a decent debate, have a chat with Rav, mate. Have a chat with Rav. He's your man. Love it. I should get him on here, actually, have a debate. Tell you he'd sort the world out. He'd sort things out. Tells it the way it is. So I should get him on here. Tells it the way it is. Back in Cambridge, lovely. I'll tell you he was working again. Well, we'll leave it alone, Wace. You're here now, aren't you? There's nothing on the telly between 7.5 is there? If I thought there was anything decent on the telly between 7.5, I wouldn't have chose this slot to do the show, would I? Hatfield Peveril. Oh, Dawson. Steve used to live there. Hatfield Peveril. Oh, you're there, Louise, eh? Yeah. And you know my daughters, I think. Am I right? Am I right about that? Anyway, look, it's time for the quiz, isn't it? Now, this one, I'll tell you what, even Ockley's going to struggle with this. Who's not here? Polly's here, Emma's here, Ockley's here, Becky's here. Lauren's not here, she. Lauren Mouncey's not here. Dawson's here. Wayne's not here. Alison's here. Sarah's not here. Hang on a minute. Wayne is here. Wayne's here. Where's Sarah Whiteman tonight? Sarah, you not here, Sarah? Have I missed it? Because Tara's here. Tara, you representing your mum tonight? You all right? How's your mum? Where's your mum? Your mum's never not here. What's going on? Sarah Warburton's not here. This is getting bloody... what's what I'm trying to say here? It's getting to the point where, like, because I know who you all are now, it's doing my head in if you're not here now. I'm starting to worry. Where's your mum, Tara? Where is your mum? Everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know where Sarah Whiteman is. This is the thing. Where is she? Right, I need to know where she is immediately. Right. Finish watching that. It's a great show. What are you talking about? Are you talking about other shows? What are you on about? What other shows are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is that why she's such a troublemaker, honestly? Queen of the South. I've heard about that. I saw about that. I'll have a word as soon as... Yeah, have a word, Tara, will you? Tell her I was asking after her. It's all well being the Queen, but you can't be like... You know, if you're going to be the Queen, right, I don't mind funding you. Yeah? I don't mind paying a bit of me tax and all that business. But you got to turn up. Do you know what I mean? For these things. Yeah, this is effectively, this is like an opening or something. You haven't turned up. You know what I mean? Queenie, have a word. Hello, Shirley. Hello, my love. How are you? Hello. You there with Cole, are you? Give him my love. Tell him hello. Hope you're well. Just turn up in time for the quiz, Shirley. Try and win it. Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to get a new winner? I'd love to get a new winner, especially somebody who doesn't come along often like Shirley. So, Shirley, all right, I'm giving you the wink now. Here we go. This is Who Am I? I'm channeling. I can't say channeling. I'm channeling it to you, Shirley. All right? All right, here we go. Who am I? Don't say Jerry. I'll have a drink. It's not part of it. It's me literally having a drink. Here we go. Oh, I nearly said it then. I was born in Britain in the early 50s. Born in Britain in the early 50s. I began my sporting career as a long and triple jumper before moving on to the track. Come on. Oh, shit. Come on. Yeah, I might watch that Queen of the South, by the way, Wes. I did start seeing a bit. Jerry, it's not me, because it's a good shout, though. No, apart from the born in the 50s bit, mate, yeah. I was quite good at triple jump for a short ass, to be honest. I was actually quite good at it. I was pretty quick as well. Yeah. Very quick over the first 2 metres. Daley Thompson, that's a good shout. It said Cole, good shouts coming in. No and no, by the way, but good shouts. I like what you're doing there. I mean, you know, yeah, could have easily been those, couldn't it? No, nothing about sports. I'm out. Oh no, stay, hang around. That low, not Linford Christie. I'm here. It's so good. You can hurry this up a bit. Steve Yvette, no. Wait, you're so lippy, aren't you? Steve Cram, no. All good guesses. I like your guesses. I'm impressed. Impressed with your guesses, got to say. Give you a little bit more in a minute. Because, right, here we go. In 1978, an idiot. In 1978, I clocked a new British record for my event. In 1978, I clocked a new British record for my event. Who am I? Okay. 2 cents over. 2 cents. Right. Wasty 2 cents. Sebastian Coe. No, I think someone said it's not Sebastian Coe. It's not Steve Yvette. It's not Steve Cram. I'll tell you a bit more. In 1979, oh, David Bedford, what a shout. In 1979, a wrong shout, I won the European Cup, and in doing so, beat the world record holder for that distance. Andy French. Andy French. Oh, he's back, and Andy French shot. I tell you what, he's been good, isn't he? Andy French. Hello, Kim. I forgot about you. Hello, darling. It was Alan Wells, folks. Alan Whipper Wells. I'll tell you the rest. In 1980 put me on the world map when I won Olympic gold. And although the Americans were not present, I did go on to beat their very best later on that year. So it was. Oh, Lauren's here. Hello, Lauren. I didn't think you were there. Hello, Julie. Hi, my love. How's the new house? So, yes, it was Alan Wells. So Andy French, once again, on the board. Andy French. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, Andy, you've chosen a couple of poems, haven't you? So I think... Oh, wait, honestly. I don't think you can have a poem. I mean, if something else, Andy, for you. I'll think about it. I'll think about your prize for that. Because you had a few poems, didn't you? I'll think about it. Remind me, though. Don't let me get away with it. You are Sport Billy, actually, aren't you, Andy? Yeah, you are a bit. Yeah, to be fair. You are. Right, let's do a few facts before we move on to quiz 2. There were quite a few. I was looking through on this day, And a lot of them were tennis. And I thought, okay, what's so much happening in tennis? And of course, it's because of the time of year, innit? I hadn't really given it any thought. Of course, a lot of things happened on this day at this time of year to do with tennis. Anyway, Andy Murray was the first Brit to win Wimbledon since 1936 when he beat Novak Djokovic. Andy Murray, British, isn't he? British when he wins, Scottish when he loses. Robin, why are you throwing birds at me? What's happening, Louise? What have I lost? What have I missed? What have I not said? Robin Cousins. Oh, you're still playing the game. No, Louise. Louise, my love, it was Alan Wells. A bit of a drag. There's a bit of lag in Hatfield Peveril, probably. It's Alan Wells, darling. Alan Wells. Tell you what, Louise. Why don't you choose the poem? Andy French has handed it over. So, Louise, I'm giving it to you, my love. Louise, you get to choose the subject for tomorrow's poem. You get it, Louise. It's for you. All right? Special little gift because of the lag. So, Hatfield Peveril. Shut it, Waste. Right, here we go. Andy Murray, first Brit to win Wimbledon since 1936. 1996, Mandela steps down as president of South Africa. England went into the World Cup semis 2 years ago today, did they? 2 years ago today, really? I'll tell you where I was. I was in Ibiza when we played Croatia. I was in Ibiza, and funny enough, because I was doing a gig, we had a gig there in a hotel in Ibiza at a resort. And what was I saying? In this resort, yeah, and we were dreading it because me and this other comedian, we thought, well, look, if we win, they're going to be unbearable, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? The crowd is going to be unbearable. If we lose, they're going to be so depressed and pissed off, they're going to be unbearable. So we felt we were on a lose-lose, basically. So we went 1-0 up, and we're thinking, well, at least if we win, we're going to be happy that we've won. Then, of course, we lost. And, yeah, well, oof, you know what I mean? It was a bit shit, wasn't it? Louise, totally. Don't know what you're talking about, but totally. Louise, you get to choose tomorrow's poem, my love. So have a think about that. Right, let's do the quiz. Let's get into the quizzes now for Waste before she falls a kip. So, well, the film, I haven't rehearsed the film. So I genuinely not sure what to do. So I'm just going to think very quickly. Think on my feet here. And where's my props? Where's my stuff? Give me a second. Get my prop bag. That'll do. Here we go. Ready? I'm doing the film. That's the film. That's it. What's the film, folks? What's the film? That was totally unrehearsed. So I think on my feet. What's the film? It's okay. I'm going to come around your house, Wace. I'm going to sort you out, love. Honestly. Yeah. Giving it a big one, isn't you? South of the river. Oh, Becky's straight in there with that. No, first guess. Becky Swift is by name by nature. Oh, Julie, you knew it as well. Becky's got it. It's Kevin and Perry Go Large. Kevin and Perry Go Large. Well, I'm just so good at this, aren't I? So it's too late, everyone. It's Kevin and Perry Go Large. Becky got it. It was this, Wace. This is what it was. It's me go. Which is a decent impression, to be fair, isn't it? I got it off My Teenagers. That's how I could do that. Because that's pretty much what they do all the time. You know what I mean? So I think it was quite a good film, wasn't it, actually? Yeah. Anyone else got... Actually, I'm saying teenagers. I've only got one. Do you believe I've only got one teenager left? I've only got one teenager left. I can't believe that. Look at me. I look like a teenager, don't I? Yeah, you take away the grey. I look like a teenager. Yeah, I've only got 4 kids, and only one of them's a teenager. Jesus, tonight. Great. Oh, it feels like still. You know when you put a hat on, you take it off, and it feels like you still got it on. Do you know what I mean? I hate that feeling. It feels weird. It feels like stick around. Shall I do the poem now? I think I will. Now, you might recall it was Kim, as I recall. Kim chose it, and it was cricket, wasn't it, Kim? You wanted cricket. Not my favourite sport, Kim, if I'm honest. Not even in the top 10. Don't know how many sports there are, but whatever it is, you can pretty much clear up that it's pretty much close to the bottom. Never liked it. Standing with a bit of wood in my hand while someone throws a very hard ball at me, I've got to hit. And then when I'm not doing that, I've got to stand out in the grass, just wait for the ball to be hit near me so I can run and get it or attempt to catch it. Yeah, it's not really my thing. Right, actually it was longer than I thought. I thought it was a short poem, but it's not particularly. Right, hello Bill, you just got here. So Kim, hey Kim, no darling, you like it? I know you played yourself. was this one quick, was it a Yankee? No, it's football, wasn't it? Oh, what was that girl's name? She had double-barreled name. She's one of the first cricketers I remember. What was her name? Doesn't matter. Right, here we go. Cricket. For you, Kim. This is for you, Kim. I'm going to do it in a crickety accent, I think. A chap with a ball threw it at a chap with a bat, and the chap with the bat hit it and said, "Have some of that." The other chap ran after it, but by the time the ball was retrieved, afternoon had gone and it was well into the eve. "This will never do," they said, and came up with an idea. "We need to get some more people standing around here." So they convinced all the townsfolk to come and play the game, but before they could continue, they had to find a name. Batty ball, wacky ball, many names were mooted, but none of them were appropriate, none that really suited. And when all fell silent, and they stared at bat and ball, someone made the point that it wasn't silent at all. For in the quiet countryside, one thing you always hear is the sound of the cricket's wings vibrating loud and clear. "What's that row?" someone said as he searched for a ball in the thicket. "Oh, that's the sound of grasshoppers." "No, it ain't. They're crickets." The gardener had overheard the Lord's conversation and offered him just a little rural education. "Cricket," said Lord Snooty. "I like the sound of that. So much more appropriate than bally bally bat." Soon rules were added, as well as bells and wickets. A new game was born that we now know as cricket. And everywhere that Britons went, the game soon caught on. In fact, so much so that before very long, we weren't even the best at it. At best, second or third. The worst was to come, though, as all spread the word. To the West Indies, Antipodes, as well as the South Asians, we soon came to rue our premature celebrations. So we had to accept the accolades weren't just ours to own, as we watched those we'd introduced it to sit upon our throne. We never lost our love for the game, and in small towns and villages we'd sit in the pavilion with our cucumber sandwiches, watching the kings of bat and ball thrill and entertain us all on many a Sunday afternoon before the rain began to fall. From Viv Richards to W.C. Grace, Lara to Brian Cough, we'd all sit there patiently till the covers all came off. Back out again we'd defy the rain to get the overs done, and manfully would face the beast to get the needed runs. Whether Courtney Walsh or Glenn McGrath, among the fastest men on earth, you dug in and faced the ball for all that you were worth. A Yorkie or a bouncer or a magician of spin, you stood tall and faced them all and made sure you dug in. From then till now, without a doubt, be it 50 overs or 10, cricket will always be the game of gentlemen. There you go, Rachel Hayo Flint. That was the one. Oh yeah, thanks, Kim and Arthur. Rachel Hayo Flint. I hope you enjoyed that, Kim. That was cricket, my love, especially for you. Especially for you. Actually, I'm going to save my voice because the competition tonight, I'm actually going to sing. Do you like that, Ian? Do you like that? Do you like that? You're very kind about my poetry, guys. You are very, very kind about my poetry. Thank you very much. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. And don't forget, Louise, it's your turn to choose. So think wisely. Think wisely. It could be funny. It could be serious. You know. I was thinking, actually, about... Yes, please do, Kim. Yeah, share it. As you know, I'll record them separately, so I will send it to you, like I did before, if you like. Or you can get it off YouTube. I might as well just send it to you. I was going to say... Bollocks, I already know what I was going to say. Oh, my brain goes. Poems. I was thinking about what my favourite was, that's all. And, yeah, I've done quite a lot of them, haven't I? And I just don't know. I don't know whether I like the funny ones or the serious ones. I think I'd probably have to split them into categories. You know, a bit like music. You know, people say, what's your favourite song? And you can't really have one. Do you know what I mean? You can't, because I think, okay, there's some ballads that I love. They're so deep and they make me feel so, you know what I mean? On the other hand, like a funky, you know, like, I know, Funky Nassau, Beginning of the End, for example. What a tune, you know? Then I go and I think, okay, but For the Love of You, the Isley Brothers, whoa, you know what I mean? Moves me. Then I come out of sort of soul-y type music and I think I love Mary's Prayer, Danny Wilson. I love Run Up the Hill, Kate Bush, you know? I love rock, the rock tune. Oh, God. Tara, what's the band? Oh, come on. Tara, you know what I'm talking about. Can't believe I've forgotten. Adam Horowitz, lead singer. Counting Crows, Mr. Jones. Great tune. See you later, Waste Darling, if you're off. See you later. See you later, love. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, think about your favourite song. But yeah, so when I was thinking about my favourite poem, actually, I was going to ask you lot, but then I thought, well, there's so many of them that, and obviously you haven't got them all written down, so you probably don't know, but maybe one's moved you, I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed cricket. Yeah, it was Counting Crows, Tara. Counting Crows. I remember you and I talked about it. And the song was Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Anyway, you're working better than sleeping pills. Lol, piss off, Waste. Right. I week 3. Oh, that's a fair shout, Louise. Right. Waste is going to miss the song tonight. Teacher being lippy, isn't it? It's song time. You have to get bollocking. I'll catch up with the rest of this later. Christ, what are you getting bollocking? What you done, Alison? Alison, what you done? Ideas? You're having ideas? Or are you saying that you want to write a poem about ideas? God, that'd be a challenge. Christ. I'm going to do this song now, folks. This is going to be fun because I'm going to try and sing this. I'm going to do my best here. Right now, here we go. Basically, this is song time. One month ago today, I was as happy as a lark. But now, I go for walks, to the movies, to the park. I have a seat on the same old bench to watch the children play. And you know, tomorrow is their future. But to me, it's just another day. They all gather around me. Oh, she's got it. Julie's got it. Well, I see her face. Everyone join in. Come on, sing along. Well, I see her face everywhere I go. At the street and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Hang on. Oh, I hear her voice as the cold winds blow. In the street, in the sweet music on my radio. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Why, oh why did you have to leave and run away? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, I've been used to having someone to lean on, and I'm lost, baby, I'm lost. Ooh, well, I see her face everywhere I go, at the street, even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Anyway, it's the end of that. It's good, don't it? Hey, have you seen the Shy-Lights? Have you seen the Shy-Lights? Was what I forgot who won it. I was so excited. It was it Julie? It was Julie. It was Julie. Yeah, it was Julie. Well done, Julie. Julie's back in the house, moving house, winning quizzes. Well, you know, is life getting better than that? Being married to Ian. Oh, crikey. Hey, well done, Jules. Well done, darling. Well, we're nearly there, aren't we? Tell you a few more things about this day in history, more tennis. You're all singing along, brilliant. Have you seen her? And tell me, have you seen her? Seen her? Oh, mate. I wish I had a band with me, honestly. I know you do. Martina Navratilova won her first Grand Slam, beating Chris Evert-Lloyd. Boris Becker becomes the youngest winner of Wimbledon. West Germany beat Holland 2-1 in the World Cup final. And the reason I bring that up is because Waze was talking about TVs earlier. I think I've told you this, but I'm going to tell you again. Have you seen that? That was the Charlos. What are you talking about? What's the Charlos? Have you seen that? It was the Charlos. Definitely was the Charlos. Yeah, but I'm not available, mate. So, second best. Yeah, Germany beat Holland 2-1 in the World Cup. And I was 8 and sitting there watching it. It kicked off, right? Literally kicked off. Boom, telly. Boom, tube went, didn't it? 1974 World Cup final. Listened to it on the bleeding radio. And to add insult to injury, Germany won it. So, yeah, that's my memory of that. Who else? Yeah, this is a great story. In 1456, right? This is a good news, bad news story, right? In 1456, a trial acquitted Joan of Arc of heresy. Yeah? The good news is they acquitted Joan of Arc of heresy. The bad news is they killed her in 1431. Yeah, so they quit. That's nice, isn't it? They acquitted her of heresy in 1456, but they burned the poor cow in 1431. Oh, thanks very much. Well, I hope to God that reincarnation does exist. I hope she got her own back. Eh? What version was? The one I was singing, Wayne? That was, mate, that was a version that's going to go to the top of the hit parade. That was that, mate. You keep on. Next time I come around your house, I'm going to sing the whole thing. Yeah. Make a little dance up to it as well. Well, I see her face everywhere I go. On the streets, even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Why, oh why did you have to leave and run away? Anyway, it's in my wheelhouse, that. Ringo Starr's birthday today as well. Ringo, born in 1940, he was, Ringo Starr. Was he the youngest? I think he was, wasn't he? He got away with it, Ringo Starr, didn't he? Got away with it, didn't he? Lucky sod. Do you know what I mean? He did, didn't he? He got away with it. MC Hammer did a version, did he? Anyway, what's going to happen is Becky's going to send me a film later. Julie's going to send me a song, and Louise is going to give me a poem, isn't she? That's what's going to happen. Lauren, what are you doing? Why is Lauren saying what it is now? Shillits. Right, it's time for Pearl, isn't it? Now, you may remember, I think it was Ozzy. How did Ozzy get to choose it? He didn't win a competition. He never wins a competition. How did you get to choose it? Mags is on board. What's the time? Bearing in mind this show starts at 7 o'clock, and strictly speaking, it's a half-hour show. I've never actually said it's a half-hour show, but that's kind of the premise. My sisters rocked up at 1931, the time, not the year, 7:31 p.m, which is very typical of my big sister, actually. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. On the nights that my sister Margaret isn't here, it's not because she doesn't want to be, it's because that's when she tuned in. I've no doubt whatsoever that my sister tunes in at this show at 9 o'clock expecting I'll be here, because that's what she does. If I have a party, right, it's absolutely true, and I say, if you have a barbecue, and we say, everyone here for 2 o'clock, she will rock up at 4 o'clock, thinking that's perfectly acceptable, and then being a little bit upset when there's no burgers left. Right? So, hello, Mags. Get here at 7 o'clock, love. I don't have to lie to you and tell you it starts at 5. Yeah? Because you won't believe it, will you? Get here at 7. And where's the little one, by the way? She doesn't come here anymore. Have we fallen out? Where's my little sister? Hey? We had a riff? We haven't. I've spoken to her. Chipper. Chipper. Doing what talking about. Right. What's her name? Pearl. Pearl, basically. Let's get back to Pearl. Now. Pearl. Right. It's always getting interesting, isn't it? Now, you may recall, because I've forgotten, Pearl ended up signing for Liverpool, didn't she? Do you remember? Pearl basically ended up signing for Liverpool in goal, because what happened was she unfortunately killed their whole goalkeeping staff by giving them a disease called Jordan's disease, which only affects very tall men with big hands, i.e. the Liverpool goalkeeping team. So Jurgen Klippert basically called up Pearl and said, you're going to have to stand in. Now, the problem with Pearl is she'd never been in goal. She's 3'9". Right, so she got lobbed all season. What this meant was Liverpool, with them playing in the old second division, basically lost most of their games, so she was just getting lobbed. But there's a bit of good news to Liverpool. This is coming up now. Here we go. Liverpool did win a game that season to avoid an unwanted record of losing every game. It was in the Custard Creams Trophy against Tottenham. Pearl did get lobbed as expected 12 times, but Tottenham's defence was so poor they shipped 13. Jurgen Klippert decided to treat the team to a night out of their choosing, and they collectively opted for a night out at Nooples, the local titty bar. Pearl had only been to a titty bar once to get some fairy liquid when she'd run out of dragon wheels, so she had no idea what to expect. Jurgen had sprung for a coach, they all turned up together. As the only woman involved, Pearl was allowed to take a friend. Oddly, she took Brendan, who was clearly a bloke, but begged her, so she accepted. Brendan was a goat carrier by trade and had recently got divorced after he found his wife in bed with a cold. He'd been on a number of internet dates via websites such as Tinder, Snatch and Plenty of Eels. However, he'd been unsuccessful, partly due to his good looks and partly down to his radiant personality. He had neither. Pearl, however, felt sorry for him and had always been kind to her, so said he could go along as he promised not to wear kuros. Pearl got herself dressed and looked radiant in her boob tube, rah-rah skirt and fluorescent yellow leg warmers. She put her hair up in a cake and had her lashes done by L'Oreal. When Brendan arrived, he was wearing nothing whatsoever, but Pearl thought it best not to mention it, as he was known for being very poor and spending the little money he had on feeding his family of pigeons that nested in his garden. They boarded the coach and the whole Liverpool squad were already on board. Pearl introduced them all to Brendan, who sat on Alan Chambermaid's knee for the whole journey so he didn't stain the bus seats. When they arrived at Nooples, it was buzzing. Like the fancy dress shop, Like the fancy dress shop, it was the only one in the world, so everybody went there too. Everyone such as dignitaries like Boutros Ghali through to women's rights campaigner Katie Prizes, who went there to take notes and probably write a book about it. Brendan was almost refused entry because he had no shoes on. But seeing the problem, Jurgen soon stepped in, gave the doorman the licorice all sort, and he turned a blind eye. Sorry, it's just 2 foot 9, so sorry, I just read Lauren's suggestion. That's quite funny, Lauren. Sorry, I shall continue. I'm having that. I'm doing that. Sorry, Andy. Maybe we should do that later. I'll read all your suggestions, actually. I'll incorporate them. But anyway, sorry. They had a VIP area set aside, which was usually reserved for Dr. Dre, Dr. Zeus, and Doctor and the Medics. But they were all at a conference on diabetes, so it became available. A waitress came to take their orders. She announced herself as Nutmeg. They were all named after herbs and spices, apart from Sausage, who had arrived after they'd all been allocated. In fact, it was Sausage who was the first to come over and offer a dance. One of the players agreed, and they went off into a private room and they did the Macarena. Pearl and the boys were really enjoying themselves, just watching the dancers, drinking cocktails and playing conkers, when Pearl needed to go for a wee. Sausage was nearby, so she asked her and was directed to a door near the fruit and veg machine. Pearl was making her way when she slipped on a puddle of what she assumed was umbongo. As she fell, however, her right bosom came out of her boob tube and fell on the floor. She hoped no one had noticed, but she was quite a breasty girl, and she'd made the mistake of covering them in glitter, so effectively it looked like she was trying to stuff a disco ball down her top. A doorman saw this and ran over, accusing her of shoplifting. Jurgen saw, but unfortunately ran out of licorice all sorts, as most had been used on bribing match officials the previous season. Pearl pleaded her case to the doorman, but he was having none of it. Pearl had one more ace up her sleeve, so she offered the doorman a dance. He agreed that if it was to his satisfaction, then she could stay and he wouldn't report it to the Territorial Army. They went into a room and Pearl asked what dance he'd like. He chose the Lindy Hop, which thankfully was one Pearl knew all too well from her time in post-war Doncaster. Pearl danced her socks off, and leg warmers and pants as it goes, and it certainly did the trick. Griff the bouncer congratulated her on her efforts and allowed her to stay. What Pearl didn't know was the private room she was in wasn't entirely private. There was two-way glass, and the owner, Peter Ropechap, had seen it all. Before she knew it, another one of the dancers, Cardamon, was inviting her into the private quarters. Pearl was a little nervous and asked if Brendan could chaperone her. It was agreed, and he did. They all got on a lift to the 33rd floor and stepped out into a massive gold suite. And sat in a golden armchair was Ropechap himself. Pearl recognised him immediately from Anglers Monthly. "Please take a seat," he said. Pearl and Brendan sat down hesitantly. "Not you," said Ropechap. "You might get cleg nuts on my furniture." Sorry. I only wrote this 2 hours ago. "Not you," said Ropechap. "You might get cleg nuts on my furniture." "Cardamon, get him something for his arse." She returned with some cooking oil and a hamster. "No, not that. Some trousers or such like," roared Ropechap. She scuttled away and returned with some trousers she'd found in once lost property. Once settled, Ropechap explained why he'd called her in. "I saw your performance just now, and I have to say I was very impressed. I've not seen anyone perform the Lindy Hop like that since Ned Adair and Ginger Biscuits. How do you fancy working for me? I'll pay you 25 grand a week with free food, drink, and all the coke you can get up your hooter." "What about him?" she said, pointing to Brendan. "He goes everywhere with me, and I'd want him to escort me home." "OK, but I'll have to share your food, and he won't be allowed to touch anyone. He looks like a bit of a pervert." At this point, Brendan spoke up for himself. "You'd look that way if you just found out your wife was in bed with a cold," he said. Ropechap looked visibly shaken, got up and patted Brendan on the balls before having a contract drawn up for both of them. They signed and went to leave. "Where are you going? I need you to start tonight." "One of the girls is off with a mouth ulcer, so she's probably dead by now. Bergamot, show Pearl to the dressing room. Brendan, you come with me, you'll need a suit." When Pearl emerged, she was unrecognisable. She wore an incy-wincy, teeny-weeny yellow polka-dot bikini and wellies. Brendan wore a birthday suit, so he's pretty much back to where he started. They made their way back down to the club and Pearl mounted a podium. 2 hours later, she performed the Lindy Hop, the Jive and the Birdie song. Her shift ended at 4 a.m. She was summoned back to the suite where Ropechap had 25 grand waiting for her in stiff 20p pieces. "Good job," he said. "See you next Tuesday." So, that's where we are, folks. That's where we are. Now, what I'm going to do, I hope you're enjoying Pearl, by the way. So I can stop at any time. I'm going to look at all your suggestions because you've made some very good ones. So I think I'm going to I'll have a look at all your suggestions, and I'm going to make a note of them, and I'm going to incorporate them into the story. All right, I'm going to do that. Do you know, by the way, when I interestingly, I'm now on to 109 pages, right? And I think when you lot started giving me suggestions, I'm just having a quick look now. Actually, I'm not sure. So I'm going to tell you tomorrow, because it'll be interesting to know how many pages I've written from the time I asked for your suggestions. So we'll do that tomorrow, actually. It'll be quite interesting. I wonder how many pages you've been responsible for. You're not getting any money when it gets a blockbuster, by the way. When I turn into J.K. Rowling. In fact, when I turn into J.K. Rowling, yeah, I'll give you some, all right? That I promise you. I'll see how much she's got. I think she's a billion. No, she's not a billionaire. She gave some of it away. I think she's got 750 million. When I get to 750 million, no, I'm going to do better than that. When I get 10 million, I mean, there's 14 of you. I wonder how many of you actually contributed. I'll find out what day it was. I'll find out who was on there. Now, however many of you were, you can have a share. When I get to 10 million, you can have a share of $1 million. All right? Is that fair? It's not bad, is it? All right? That's a bit tight. Well, I'll have a think about it. But when I get to 10 million, you've heard it here. All right? I'll see how many people were tuned in on that day. And, yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah. If it's the pedo storyline, you'll be in prison for having suggested it to me. Right, hello Addy, have you just got here? Or are you here all the time? Anyway, I'm out now. So listen, love you all as always. And, you know, I'll see you tomorrow because there's no Quizzically Challenge anymore. I will be having a day off though because I need to earn some money. So probably Thursday. I think I'll probably have Thursday off because I need to drive in the evening a bit as well, I think, to make some like enough during the day. So thanks all, love you all, and you'll see the coffee thing come up, you know about that. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock, bright and early. And where's Sarah, Tara? Laters.